The greatest male saint in the history of the church was not a pope, not a bishop, not a priest, not a deacon, not a hermit, not a monk, was a husband, layman, a simple worker. So, St. Joseph. First, we should note, we know almost nothing about him. We have a few references, a handful of references in the gospel, and a very interesting thing, a curious thing. Joseph never speaks in the Gospels. Now think of the great talkers in the Bible. You know, Abraham and Jacob and Moses and Joshua, not to mention the great prophets, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, or think of King David and his great speeches. There are a lot of great talkers in the Bible. And of course, nothing wrong with that. They're sharing the divine word. But Joseph, at least as he's portrayed in the Gospels, is not a talker at all. There's no crowing. There's no, hey, look at me. There's no, let me tell you what I'm doing. He listens, does what he's told, gets about the mission that God gives him. That makes him a deeply attractive and appealing figure, I think, to a lot of people. His mission is to be the protector of the two most important people who've ever lived, Mary and Jesus. The two sinless from the moment of their conception, the two most important figures in the history of salvation. This man has to escort this heavily pregnant woman from Nazareth down to Bethlehem. Then, no room at the inn. You know what it would have been like in the ancient world not to have a place to stay with a pregnant woman about to give birth. He has to bring her to stable or cave, whatever that was. And there amidst the animals, she gives birth. I mean, all this time, Joseph is the one charged with protecting this mother and child. The most terrible part of the story, almost immediately afterwards, Herod, the king, the guy with all the power in the country, with armed soldiers, is coming after this baby, is seeking to kill this baby. So Joseph has to get up and get out of Bethlehem and make his way to Egypt, crossing the Sinai desert. What did they eat? What did they drink? Where did they get provisions of any kind? That's just one moment in his life as protector. Maybe you're not the star of the show. Maybe you're not the one getting all the attention, but God's given you the task of protecting some very important people. Anyone playing that role of protector, Joseph is your man. Joseph is the one who played that role. His mission while he walked this earth was to protect the body of Christ. Literally, the body of Christ. He was protecting the Lord. That's why go to Joseph. You're looking for something. You're looking for help and protection, intercession.